Hey guys, how's it going? Jam here, and welcome to the Italian Grand Prix in RGL Season 1. Now, I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I'm getting some sorted and I'm working on getting the backlog sort of dealt with. But anyway, we get a pretty decent start, and currently, I think we qualified in 5th place. We're still in 5th place as we go into turn 1. Having a look up the inside of my teammate, but thinking better of it, and as I backed out of that move, Renault was very cheeky in getting the move, and we were side by side going into Curva Grande. I would have had the inside line, but the virtual safety car is deployed, so I've dropped to 6th around the opening few corners. And we're going to jump to the end of the virtual safety car now. I was a little bit eager to get going, a bit of a legal overtake on the Renault there before the safety car actually ended, so I had to drop back, and by the time we started again, by the time the safety car ended again, and I managed to do another restart, I'd dropped back quite considerably from the Renault that is now in 5th position. Jumping forward to turn 1 at the start of lap 2, and I go very deep and rather miss the apex of the first part of the chicane. But it wasn't disastrous, it's not like I went off the track or anything. Going around Curva Grande now, and trying to just sort of, it's still the early stages of the race. I've got obviously tyres that I've already done qualifying on, and we're just trying to make the most of the fact that the guys in front of us are battling to try and make sure we can at least hold on to them, if not get involved in the mix myself. Just having a look now through the first Lesmo into the second Lesmo. There's lots of dirt being kicked up in front, but I don't think that anyone's really hindering each other up there by going too wide through the section. So we're just having to sit back, and it does look like there's a move possibly going to be made. No, they look like they're going too wide into Ascari there for a bit, but didn't come to anything. Again, a little bit of dirt getting in front. I think that Renault went slightly wide there on the exit of Ascari, and it looks like I didn't have a very good run through, because you can see my left-hand mirror there as I look behind me. So McLaren looking to try and overtake me as we go into the Parabolica. I've got the inside line though. I brake very late, go purposely quite deep, just to make sure that the McLaren cannot carry the speed around the outside, but he's still going to be there as we go down the main straight in towards turn 1. And although DRS isn't active yet, he's got a huge amount of slipstream, but in trying to defend and brake as late as possible, I've completely missed the first corner. So that's twice out of the 3 flying laps, and unfortunately on this occasion I did go off the track, had to take to the escape road and forfeit the position to the McLaren. Going into the second chicane though, I'm not far behind, so hopefully I can stay on his tail, use the slipstream that he used uneffectively on me. Hopefully I can use it effectively on him and try and get past him at some point. Yeah, going around the Lesmos, it just doesn't look like I've got the cornering speed of these guys around, especially that McLaren on the virtual safety car restart, and the lap after he was very quick through Ascari, which led to him sort of trying to make a move to Parabolica, and then as soon as he got past me through the chicane, through the 2 Lesmos, he just bolted quite quickly, and as you can see there, a few tenths down on my lap. Not really surprising at this point, considering that I made that mistake going into turn 1. We're going to jump now on to lap 4, just 1 lap later, and we do go purple this time. Probably the first time that we've managed to do the first sector clean. Through Ascari, getting a very sideways, and even though it's only lap 4, Jeff reckons that the pit crew is ready for me, and we should have to wait and see if we come in this lap. This was, as I say, I've got a huge backlog of videos at the moment. I did this race like 4 weeks ago as a McLaren spins on the inside, and there's a huge accident going ahead, shooting off track to avoid the Haas and my teammate, who I think went into the pits. Yeah, my teammate went into the pits. It was a good job I didn't want to go in. Well, I don't know if I did want to go into the pits or not, but yeah, that was so end of lap 5 now, we do come into the pits. That was a huge accident. I was lucky to avoid it. I potentially made up 3 positions in that by avoiding them. But yeah, even if I wanted to come into the pits, I don't think I would have been able to. But as I was saying, I've held someone. They know. I think there's a battle for the lead between, I think it was maybe another McLaren and the Toro Rosso. And I think me coming in made the mechanics help the Toro Rosso. I think I may have slightly influence the battle for the lead there. That's not necessarily the best thing, considering I'm certainly not in it. And wow, okay, my teammate, even whilst being involved in that incident, has come out ahead of us as coming out the pits. I once again seem to brake too late in turn 1. Right, third attempt now. As I was saying, huge backlog of videos. They're all pretty much pre-edited. I've got like 10 or 12 videos, but I haven't done the commentary for them, so I'm only doing the commentary like now, obviously. I'm doing it now because it's me talking now. Yeah, let's move on.
Safety car deployed.
And the safety car has been deployed. That's interesting.
Watch your
I don't know what that's for.
Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
Whatever. Yes, as I was... can I get this out, please? I keep getting interrupted by something happening. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in this race because I did it like 4 weeks ago because I've got a huge backlog of videos. And that turned out to be really insane. Anyway, we're in the safety car queue now. Looks like my teammates ahead of us. And this is quite good for us, really. Because it's brought the cars nice and close together at the front. I was quite a bit behind at one point, but obviously there was that accident as well, so it looks like it's currently, what, 4th position? I thought, I must have been mistaken. I thought my teammate was ahead of me, but no, it's one of the McLarens. I don't know which McLaren's which, because there was the one that got past us at one point, but I think that one was in the battle for the lead when I came into the pits. I helped him out by holding the driver or something. But anyway, coming down towards Parabolica, the safety car, as you can see, is coming in. We've jumped to lap 10 now. And excuse my waffling, I do tend to go on with it. And again, I'm looking to get the jump on the restart, but going a little bit too early, and obviously I can't pass under yellow flags. Very nearly running to the back of the McLaren there on the way into the Parabolica. We're up into rich mix, hopefully going to sit in the slipstream. DRS is enabled, although we're not going to get it on this lap. Sitting in the slipstream. But yeah, not really helping me out, but crikey, that Hassel's got one hell of a run. And he has got DRS. I'm sure that window's open. How does that make sense? Maybe that was a graphical glitch, maybe he didn't have DRS. Because I should have had, if it was active, I should have had it. Anyway, another restart, and I've lost another position. So on the actual start, I lost a position to a Renault. On the virtual safety car restart, I lost a position to McLaren, or well, about a lap later. Maybe that was quite on the restart. And yeah, on the restart of the safety car, I've lost a position to the Haas. But there's a move, it looks like the Haas is trying to overtake my teammate going in turn 1 and turn 12. My teammate goes sideways. This is going to give me an opportunity to go up the inside through the Curva Grande. And it's with a poor run out of the first corner. It looks like my teammate has indeed dropped behind us. Now this, although good for me, not necessarily good for my team, because I'm really not showing very good pace in this race. I'm all out of shape for the second chicane. And my teammate was certainly battling a lot higher up than I've been able to in this race. So the last thing I want to do is be sitting in front of him, holding him up. But, you know, I've got the track position as we come out of the second Lesmo down into the DRS straight. I'm going to drop it into lead mix now. And my teammate's got DRS. And just going to lift off slightly, as I say, leave it in lead mix. And try and follow him back up to the guys ahead, because as I say, I haven't got the pace that he's got, and hopefully it's better for the team if I can use his pace to help drag me further through the field. If I can stay within that 1 second barrier, and with the DRS, as I seem to have been able to, jump into lap 16 now, and I'm still within the DRS range of him. So hopefully we can have a double strong points finish for Manor at the Italian Grand Prix, and Jeff is wanting me to pit this lap, so let's come round the Parabolica and see if we do or not. So we're still pretty consistent gap to my teammate, but considering I've had DRS a lot and he won't have, yeah, as I said, he's definitely got more pace than me. But yeah, Jeff wanted me to come into the pits there, and I really decided against it. And 1 lap later, are we going to come into the pits on this occasion? Come on, the Parabolica. Looks like the gap to my teammate has increased slightly, and he decides it's time to come in on lap 17. But well, obviously I don't want to follow him into the pits and stack behind him. And I go on to lap 18 and carry on with tyres that aren't looking too great at the moment. 52% on the left rear there, but it should be okay for another few laps. I think, if I remember rightly, there's actually rain coming quite soon. So I think I'm trying to stretch these tyres as far as I can and go straight onto the intermediate tyres. And we've actually gone all the way to lap 21, another 3 laps.
We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid.
As you can see there, asking for the weather report but not having the data. Very worn tyres there as I flick through the MFD. And look at that, second and a half down on the split. That's how worn these tyres are. Jeff's obviously on the radio. with a new strategy, and he wants me to pit this lap for the intermediate tyres up to 70% on the left rear. I definitely need to get rid of these. Tyres. They still don't have the data for the weather report. It does look like it is raining though. Am I going to risk it and come in on this lap? It looks like I am. I'm very fast to the right hand side track. I do indeed come into the pits this lap for the intermediate tyres. Nothing interesting is going to happen at this point, I don't think. So just going to speed up through. My teammate actually followed in behind me after making that extra pit stop about 6 laps ago. So he's obviously caught quite a lot, considering he's made that extra pit stop when he's already there. But we come out of the pits, and grip doesn't seem too great on these inters, although I have been missing that braking point a few times this race, regardless of the tyres. So let's hope that this is the right strategy call. It does seem to be raining more and more as we come out of the pits. I can see the droplets coming down on the screen.
Considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
What does Jeff want me to change to? Oh no, he wants me to come in for softs. Why would you tell me to come in for inters and then a lap later come in for softs? Well, it's definitely raining a lot more now. As we jump to lap 27, doesn't look like anything happened actually. So let's ride on board for the last lap of the race. Flicking through the MFD there. Currently in 5th by the looks of things, which is, I think, where I started this race. So, can't complain. It's been a fairly uneventful race really. I've had 3-4 overtaking, overtaking people, and I avoided that big crash. Apart from that, it hasn't been a hugely entertaining race really, but sometimes these races are best just stay clear of the incidents. I haven't had to change any front wings in this race. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna. I can't see anyone in the mirrors, and I can't see anyone up ahead of me, so I presume we are going to come home in 5th place. Yeah, having a quick look behind us there to see if there's anyone there. Presumably, this is the very much the right weather for it. So, cutting a bit of a story there, lucky not to get a warning. Going very sideways in the wet conditions. Coming down the penultimate straight now, down towards the Parabolica. Still seeing if we can see anyone behind us. Tyres are holding up relatively well. Got plenty of fuel to make it to the end. Clayton Liam comes across the line to win the race. We're sort of drifting around the Parabolica there for the final time. Come up to the line and finish in 5th place in the Italian Grand Prix. Oh, it was 4th place. Oh, my bad. Well, that's one better than I thought. We've got P4 and 5 for the Manor Racing team. Pretty decent points all there. It looks like I got a 3 seconds worth of penalties. And yeah, my oh, that's the end of the race. Okay, I don't know what. Bye.